Hi, welcome back to the Great Reset. This is Nasco. Today we're talking whether you should ever buy a brand new gasoline car again. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'll tell you right now what I think. You should never ever buy a brand new gasoline car again. I'll tell you why. I'll give you some data, show you some comparables, and you're free to make up your own mind. I want you to look at that graph. That graph represents cell phone market share in the United States from 2010 until 2020, which is the stage of the electric car market that I believe we're in right now. Basically, at the iPhone 3GS, maybe iPhone 4 level. iPhone is the gray line, the dominant line. It still is the dominant line. The orange line are Android phones. They start from pretty much nothing and they start rivaling iPhone over time. And all the other lines are all the other cell phone types. Your flip phones, your Blackberries, your Palm Pilots, anything you remember, an old clunky with a whole bunch of buttons on it, that's all there. This is worldwide cell phone market from 2010 until 2020. The gray line are iPhones, orange line are Android phones, everything else. And you can see by 2015, pretty much all dead or just lingering on. I believe we're gonna see a very similar, I believe we'll see a very similar transition in the new car market happen in the United States and in the world over the next 4 or 5 years. I know analysts are telling you they expect new electric vehicle sales to be no more than 25% by 2025. I believe they're wrong. Analysts always get those predictions wrong, especially when it comes to something with exponential growth. There are a few reasons for it. I'm gonna go over them. Let's get started. Buying a new gasoline car in 2021 means you have the expectation, the average American has the expectation of selling that car in 5 years and getting half his money back for it. Why do we have that expectation? Generally, the bottom price you're gonna receive for your vehicle that is 5 years old, just out of warranty, the lowest price you'll get will be from a car dealer. And then you can start trying to get better deals outside the car dealership. This is for a trade-in, 90% of the time when you trade in your vehicle. Now, I want you to think about how the world will look like 5 years from now. Electric vehicles would have been on the market for more than 10 years. Model 3 would have been on the market for about 7 years. Model Y would have been on the market for about 6 years. Those are cars that we'll start seeing being sold as used. Those are cars that already have great reputation as being very economical to own and maintain and getting better over time. At the same time, you see other vehicles scrolling here past me that will have debuted on the market. Some of them will even be traded in for newer electric vehicles, so you'll be able to buy those as used. So when you go to sell your 2021 gasoline car in 2026, these are the vehicles you're going to be competing with. And I believe people will have been educated, accustomed, and very well informed the difference between owning an electric vehicle and a gas car. They're cheaper to fill up, they're much more economical to own, they're safer in accidents, they require much less maintenance, and charging infrastructure and charging in general would have been figured out, and it wouldn't be such a sticking point as it is today. At the same time, I expect a lot of car dealerships, especially of brands that sell only gasoline vehicles today, would have gone out of business. You will still have car dealerships, but there will be way less of them, which means when you go service your car for warranty service, for any kind of repairs needed, or just regular checkups, you have longer wait times. Unbelievably, it will be even worse than it is today to go to a car dealer. These are all points that turn off customers. And these are points that will turn off customers from gasoline cars because they'll have the choice of going somewhere else. One more thing I want to talk about is electric pickup trucks. Currently, there aren't any on the market. However, Tesla has announced Cybertruck, Rivian has announced their pickup truck, even Ford announced F-150 pickup truck. Those will be even more compelling to pickup truck owners. They will be much cheaper to maintain. They will have features that currently do not exist, are unavailable with gasoline pickup trucks. And due to that fact, we might become witness to an event that was similar to when iPhones would come out and people would line up to get them. People would go online, wait for the new iPhone to become available, but they would not buy anything else. So you might end up with a situation where we have a reduced overall market, not because there is not enough capacity for vehicles overall, but because people want to buy only electric vehicles. Electric pickup trucks and everything else will just sit and collect dust. This will depress gasoline car prices even more. Then if you want to sell your used vehicle, you will be competing not only against other used vehicles, but you will be competing against brand new vehicles with rock bottom prices. A whole bunch of incentives where manufacturers and dealerships will be begging you to get that headache off their hands. This is another reason why you should avoid getting a new gasoline vehicle. Avoid it like the plague. You're going to be burning your money. About 10 to 20% what you paid for it 5 years before. Not 50% of what you're expecting right now. This is the main reason why I'm suggesting for you not to buy a brand new gas vehicle today. If you have the option of buying an electric vehicle, get an electric vehicle. If you can afford a Tesla, get a Tesla. Why do I say that? They get better over time, which means they'll maintain their value better over time. If you do need a new vehicle, but you can't afford an electric vehicle, then get a used one. Even though they'll be harder to sell 5 years from now, get a brand new vehicle, lease one. Especially find a deal where you don't need to put a down payment. There's a lot of those going around right now. Interest rates are low. You have a low monthly payment. And 3 years from now, you can return that headache to the dealership and never have to worry about having a gas car again. Don't cause yourself the headache of trying to sell a $50,000 car in 2026 for $10,000. You'll be just burning your money, your nerves. You will feel like you're the last man holding the bag, and that's a really bad feeling. Don't cause that to yourself. So my advice is don't ever buy a brand new gasoline vehicle again. Thank you very much. This is Nasco. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like, hit the like button, and if you want to know more about me, hit the subscribe button.